The creative life in Betika, Ghana. Play with the champions. There's so many ways to keep enjoying the things you love on MTN just because everything is made simple just for you. MTN app. Yeah, you can also purchase it from any vendor at the recommended retailer price and get 100% bonus. Now, please remember to demand the same value. Retailers who do not comply, there you go. And the best sportsbook in Africa. Betika is now live in Ghana. 50 pesos, you can win up to 1,000 cedis daily in a Fala jackpot. Betika means, Charlie, more sika. Yeah. Sign up on Betika Division of Ghana and not for persons below the age of 18. Listens to this show, and I thought, no, we need to put it to the drive, Doctor. He's here. Dr. Yaw Osafo is his name. Doc, how you doing?
Very good, very good.
Fianza is going to have the same at the shop.
This was just for me.
It's just for you. That very random to be.
Some swag,
That very random.
Catch up.
That very random.
It's been good. It's been good. The week has been very, very exciting so far.
Okay, we thank God.
Yeah, match has been good. So.
Well, it's not been so good for one of our friends.
Ooh.
And so we thought, no, yes. And I'm suffering a very embarrassing condition which has gone on for almost 5 years. Yeah, Lexis, 5 years. And I'm sure you're wondering why I've kept quiet for 5 years. Wow. I mean, why would you keep it for 5 years? So bloated and I break wind too frequently. Okay. Try to control it. It is out. Sometimes it comes with a sound and other times silent. And the smell is quite offensive sometimes. Oh, thank God. Thank you, God, for nose masks. Anyway. What did you say, Doc?
There's a bright side to everything.
I know, right? There's a bright side to you.
Oh,
you can't. Eh? No smacks. You're wearing no smacks. Meanwhile, every time. Okay. So she says, look, I always feel bloated and I break wind too frequently. Sometimes before I could control it, it's out. Sometimes it comes with a sound. Other times, silent and the smell is quite offensive. It's very questionable because some people, when they sleep, they just keep releasing bombs.
Hey, really?
But they don't know.
What you do to do?
Anyway, it says, I now find it difficult to engage in social activities, and my work is suffering as well because I can't concentrate. I'm always rushing, isolated. I'm single, and I'm afraid to even attempt a relationship because of this problem. I'm even embarrassed writing this. Please do not. Gas has too much gas.
Right.
Feels bloated and is releasing missiles in global warming.
They're facing climate change.
And
very, very delicate matter to deal with. And when I got this, gas is something that most people would experience at different times in their lives. Everybody. So sometimes people, they walk around with it's normal. And gas accumulates two main intake and then internal production. So today we're going to look at it. Obviously from what our listeners know. Okay, all right. So this person obviously is having challenges because they feel bloated. It will look like it is excess. We have air or gas in our digestive tract. And this occurs through in their digestive tract, stomach all the way down, because they are swallowing a lot of air.
So me that I sit here and talk every day there, then I'm like one cylinder.
I can't do that.
Okay.
You cannot be asked to testify.
Your Honor,
Okay. Right. So the first thing is the eating and then the drinking. And when we some air with it, babies typically suffer a lot of this, and they tend to develop this colic pain. They're suckling, and then they are drawing in a lot of air.
Okay.
So we tend to call the medical term. It's not just a question of etiquette, but then it also helps to reduce anything. You tend to you sucking it in, so you will tend, if you don't wrap your lips around the straw, and then the talking not so much, except that you're talking under pressure continuously. Then you'd realize that in between one whose work or demands that they talk all the time in a pressured way, or they sing, rap, artists, and things like that.
Easy.
Kwame, we are not made
15 years now. The amount of gas he has accumulated.
Right. So,
Go ahead.
right. So, apart from these, no. So these are normal things. You can't run. Some individuals under certain conditions will take in a lot more air. When people are nervous, or then you realize that you keep swallowing or gulping, taking in a lot of air. Chewing gum can also increase your air intake. Smoking, because you're dragging on it, you're sucking in a lot of air than usual. Sucking on hard, your mother is listening.
Okay. And move on.
Drinking carbonated drinks hard. And people tend to, they are sitting behind their desk.
People don't suck on soft objects.
Oh no, that's a soft usual. So the Rablo stuff when we were in secondary school.
Yeah.
So you want to finish the food in record time,
right?
Because you're in competition with other conditions where you take in a lot more air than the usual eating and drinking.
That's why
and then the air has to be released one way or the other. So this air that's gone in, it is released in two ways. It's either coming upstairs, belching, or downstairs, and would say you're breaking wind or flatulence. Your body posture, physics, density of gases, the air will tend to rise over the liquid contents of the stomach, and you are most likely to belch. Then you tend to send the gas downstairs.
Okay.
Comfort, although that is more tolerable if you belch than if you break wind in or smoking, so that whatever air that is accumulated in the stomach comes up rather than going down. Internal production. So, Kwame, our intestines are very long. From the small bowel all the way, there's a lot of bacteria in there. And that's why we say fecal matter contains a lot of bacteria. So the gut bacteria, it is broken down. The rate at which we break substances down varies depending on what you eat, and largely, and then amino acids to some extent are the substrates or the materials that there. So a lot of the gas that is produced internally is as a result of the actions of don't cause us any problems. So gut bacteria will act on it. And then you produce three main types of gases: hydrogen gas, carbon dioxide. The gas that is in there that actually lights, people use it for cooking now. It's methane. If you are not careful, you can create a fire. But thankfully, that methane gas is not a lot in terms of the production. A lot of it is which has a very offensive odor.
This one that you're saying people, do it in their sleep and all of that. Hey,
it's methane gas. So yes, people use it for cooking. Buy digesters. So, Kwame, the main thing that are then largely involved in this process. So I'm going to give a list of food items that are in the carbon dioxide.
Okay.
Number one, beans. And I think most of us know about this. the Ghanaian dish. Then there's wache.
Gabin spine. Things you are saying we should do what?
Then they will also
that one too.
Onions. They are usually proteins.
Okay.
So the proteins less of a culprit, more of carbohydrate.
More an egg combination there. No, less fire service.
Asparagus, Brussels sprouts, broccoli. Broccoli is common. People tend to gas.
Okay.
In the large bowel, So
and yes, but the beans there won't.
This one we are not saying you shouldn't, but if you do it properly. So, okay. What are some of the signs and symptoms that will let you know that you're suffering from a lot of gas? Belching. So you belch a lot, and then a noxious breaking of wind, flatulence. So as for the gas, look, one of the literature I was reviewing said that, look, we'll produce about 4 liters and you don't accumulate all of it, because otherwise then you'll be very bloated. Another said gas, and it was 13 plus or minus 4. But I asked, okay, so after how many times should I be worried?
Yeah.
So the study that,
Should I be worried?
Kwame is 13.
My wife will send me from the house.
Just make sure the fire extinguisher is ready.
Okay.
Home remedies, simple measures, and then there's you need to go and see. So let me talk about the home remedies. So number one, look at, for example, and bananas, for example, are also good. So it's a type of carbohydrate which is very common in cereals. You find them in cabbage and beans, for example. And then you can also eat bananas. When it comes to veggies, then don't do cabbage. Lettuce, it's like cucumber.
Okay.
It looks like it, yes, but it's not. Then if you go for fruits, then avocado.
I said so the okra there, I understand.
I don't like olives. I mean, but olives is also a good option. Grapes and then berries. So food diary, and this will help you to identify triggers. So for our friend who's break your food down into 5 or 6 portions in a 24-hour period. Well, gum. Chew properly with your mouth closed. Avoid smoking. Avoid sucking on hard objective system to work better.
Okay.
So again, we've come back to the benefits of exercise. If you do as a symptom or a sign, and that is something like irritable bowel syndrome, Crohn's disease.
You can call. We've got a couple minutes for us to do that. So 0302-216-541, or you can send us a what.
Well, you see, when we say fufu, then we're talking about, we have to break it down to the ingredients. So we had live soup, and then I felt very bloated afterwards. So it depends on what goes into the air. But then after your doctor sees you, and then there's a few over-the-counter preparations. So if you go to the community for you, that will improve it. For the babies, for example, the neonate babies, because which find their way into the breast milk and then tends to produce a lot of gas for the babies. It makes them very, very uncomfortable. They cry all night.
What's your name? What's your name?
Lexis and Dr. What's the name of doctor?
Doc-
You shouldn't be chewing gum. Come on, since morning I've been chewing gum. And then
No, I didn't say we
talking
shouldn't
of
be
the
chewing. It's all about not chewing gum.
Yeah,
With
do you
all
know
of these.
Debo?
He's asking if you know
Locally, the
D-ball.
local go you told us about the nkosia, that when you take it, it wouldn't be worrying us. But then I will tell you to help us with some that you can do. People have been sitting down for months. They've never farted before.
Yes.
But you'll be around people and the thing will become you.
Let me talk to Kalulu as well. Hello,
Right.
Kalulu.
So
Okay.
if you are out there, you are
Yo,
doing
what's up?
I'm good, Kalulu. How are you?
I'm well,
All
thank
right,
you.
let's hear you.
Oh,
Like
man.
pen top,
Like
pen top. He said pen
You
top.
suck it. It's the act that we
Yeah.
are talking about.
He said pen
See,
top.
it
Do
will
you have
take
pen
a lot
top?
of,
Big shop people have issues like this and they would want to get in touch with you, Doc. How do they do that?
Absolutely. So the phone number for 0.
All right. Dr. Yaw Osafo is the CEO of Medicas Hospital. It's in Mampong, Equiapim. It's just about, 20-30 minutes drive. Team will be there to help you. You can call him as well or reach out to him on social media. Doc, thank you so much for sharing this with us. Proudly brought to you by MTN, TCL, and